Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is your personal reading. Thank you again so much for hitting me up for this reading. I am excited to do this for you because I feel like this is a really cool question to ask. You know, why am I here? It definitely is kind of a loaded question. I can't always be the one to answer that for you. Of course, that is a question you are here to answer. Maybe that's the reason you're here, is to figure out. But we, of course, will ask and see what my cards have for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with your current energy. Then we're going to see what energy is leaving your life. Then we'll see what energy is coming in. Then we're going to ask your question, why am I here? We're going to look into your gifts and talents after that, because I thought that might help clear some things up for you. And then we'll see what the next step is for you. I also pulled a message of hope for you, and because I thought you were in need of hope, you know, in this middle of this confusion. And then we have some overall advice. So, first of all, I want to say you're not alone. There's so many of us that are confused at this time on the planet and not really sure why we're here. It can be hard being born into this system if you're not really meant for it, if that makes sense. I felt out of place along my earlier journey, and a lot of times I still feel out of place. It's because I'm an old soul, I'm an open heart, I'm a hopeless romantic, I'm a writer, I'm a poet, I'm an artist, I'm an empath. Maybe you are some of these things as well. I definitely sense that you're an empath, and you can feel very alone because you're so sensitive, and certain things might affect you differently than most people. You might have your own quirks and hobbies and interests and talents, and that might not go along with the mainstream culture and society. But what I'm feeling for you is that your soul family is out there. There are people that are going to be in alignment with you, that you're going to be attracting into your life, because your vibe attracts your tribe. And I feel like you're longing for a community. There's a part of you that does want that connection, because we are here to connect. And I feel that you're an introvert, and so you can only take people in small doses, and that's okay. But I feel that there's going to be a way for you to make these connections in the future, a way for you to be able to express yourself, and I feel like this path is very much about finding your truth for you. And this is the path I'm on too. I'm trying to figure out who I am, why I'm here, and I'm finding more of that every day. And expressing myself and my gifts and talents is really starting to help me feel more grounded in who I am and feel more grounded here on Earth. Doing these tarot readings, doing my fashion work, spending time in nature, connecting with other people, making an effort to connect with other people, these are things that are helping me feel more grounded here on Earth. And so I definitely recommend that to you, to figure out what you like, what your hobbies, talents, and interests are. Find a way to express yourself, because you can feel really blocked up if you're not expressing yourself and your truth. And it's really scary to become yourself, to be authentic, to be vulnerable, especially when you're super eccentric. I'm super eccentric, and at least I feel like I am. And so, you know, I was very shy along my earlier journey and not feeling as comfortable to be myself. And I feel like it's okay, if you're strange or you're weird, welcome to the freak show, welcome to the club. I think everyone here who's following Rainbow Harmony, following this channel, is, you know, probably a little strange too, and that's okay. This is a safe place to be strange and to be weird, to be yourself, and I hope that you can stay connected and on this channel, because a lot of the people that are following me are people like you, people who might feel a little misfit. But you know, the great thing about technology these days is we can all connect with each other. You can find other people that are like you, that have the same interests and talents, and you don't have to feel so alone and like you're from the wrong time period. But I totally feel you. I feel like I'm from the wrong time period. But my advice is, if you want to be from the 20s, then be from the 20s. Dress like that and act like that and talk like that and whatever. Be who you want to be. Express however you want to feel. Some of the coolest friends I had growing up were people that literally acted and talked and dressed like they were from a different time, and why not? So let's get started with your current energy. I'm seeing that you're getting the purification card reversed, and so it's this huge message. It's time for a cleaning detoxification of your body and mind. I think all of us tend to eat a little bit too much junk food around this time of the year, so I've been like trying to detox myself. So this is definitely a message about clean eating, lots of water, taking good care of yourself. That way your mind isn't so foggy and like bogged down and like depressed, and like that way you're uplifted and you're light and you're fueled and you're tuned in, because what we're supposed to be doing right now is spending time not so down in this heavy emotion, but we're supposed to rise above it so that we can really start planning and getting ready for 2018. It's going to be a big year. Next, I see the energy that's leaving your life is insecurity, which is beautiful. You've had some insecurities about stepping forward, about becoming authentic, embracing your true self. And there was like this pressure, and I feel like stress. There was a lot of stress in your past, and I'm seeing this inner wisdom card come out. It says, you know what to do, trust your inner wisdom, and take appropriate action without delay. So I see this leaving your life, and that leads us to the energy that's coming in. And there's something going on with your home situation, I see. Something going on with your home situation. I don't know if it's like, because you can see vaguely there's like this man and this woman here, and like I feel like it's like a merging of two people into one home. So it could be like you're moving in with someone in your near future. It could be that your home situation is going to be changing. Maybe you're an introvert and you just spend a lot of your time at home, which is what I'm seeing. Like this is giving me kind of a hermit vibe, and they're like, you know, have love for yourself in this phase of your life. Like you've needed to go through this, and they're saying love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So, you know what? Let's draw a clarifier. I want to know what else is coming in for you. They're saying the opportunity you're considering should be grasped now. Put your head under these emotional waters and dive into your inner strength. And this is such a message for you. And you know what? This is a message from my personal deck. So this is something that I went through and channeled onto this card. It says, stop worrying what other people will think. They won't even, they won't even notice. Your ego has been blowing things out of proportion. Chances are you grew up around other people who felt really unworthy and insecure. These people you grew up around were disconnected from their true divine nature and purpose. They projected their insecurities onto you. Your fragile brain, still being formed, accepted these feelings as yours. Let them go. These insecurities were never yours. Be free. So that's what you gotta ask yourself. Are your insecurities actually your insecurities? Or did you just adopt these insecurities because the people around you were insecure, or because society tells you to be insecure? That's what you gotta think about. You know, free yourself, and with unconditional love for yourself. And that's how you're gonna move forward and be able to step into your purpose and into your divine nature. So, drum roll, because we got your question coming up here. Why am I here? And this is like the trickster card. It's also like the secret keeper. You see how this fox is kind of grinning and laughing. I feel like the question that you're asking is the reason that you're here. Like the question is the answer, because all of life is a paradox. You are source, you know, experiencing itself in this form. And so you're here to have this experience. You're here to have you're here to be here. And they're saying to have compassion for yourself. Like love truly is the nature of all things. And they're saying release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that's within everyone. You're here to find love for yourself and for others. You're here to really express love. I really do believe people have a core intention for why they come down here. And I feel like your core intention is compassion. You're here to live a life of compassion, and I feel like that's why you're an empath. You're here to spread your love and light. You know what it's like to feel like an outsider. You know what it's like to like feel like you don't belong and to be alone, and now you can go out and transmute this experience by helping others belong, helping others feel love, helping others feel compassion. How are you going to do it? Maybe through some type of art. People who are usually empaths are usually artists, you know, who want to communicate, they want to draw, they want to write, they want to sing, they want to dance. If you're a writer, if you're introspective, if you feel like you're from another time period, you are probably a writer. You probably have a lot to say, you're probably really poetic, and you need to just express yourself in your own way. Like, be you. That's what you're here for. You're here to be you, you know? I'm getting chills. Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills. You're here to be you. That's why you're here. That's why everyone's here. Oh my gosh, chills all over my body. So now let's look into your gifts and talents. So... Oh my god, look, they're saying you are having a challenge with being bold because you're shy. And you know what, it's okay. I have a very introverted side to me as well, and I used to cover it up by like pretending like I was super bold. That didn't work out well. It's hard, you know, it's hard when you're shy. It's hard when you're kind of an introvert and you're an empath and you're very sensitive, to take a leap forward and to be bold and to unleash your adventurous side, and to take risks and be daring. So they're saying you need to be bold with your gifts and talents. And I think I already called it out. I think you're some type of writer, some type of poet, or maybe some type of speaker, or I don't know, something like that. You might be good at helping other people, like coaching or tutoring or teaching. I'm seeing like you're really good one-on-one with people. You'd probably be a good parent too. You're a leader, you're a mentor. These are some things that are coming up. Now let's see what's coming up in your spiritual gifts, because this is cool. You can use your spiritual gifts to help you as well. Like, what spiritual gifts did you come down here with? I don't know, that doesn't feel right. Sorry, I just need to be patient while I draw these cards. This one. Okay, yep. You're an empath. You have the gift of clairsentience, which is basically clear feeling. So you receive messages through your feelings, your emotions, and your physical sensations. This means you can feel other people's emotions. You can feel really drained in public and around people. The news and the radio can be difficult. And so this is probably why it's frustrating for you, and you like really need a lot of space and a lot of peace, because being around people, you're absorbing their thoughts, you're absorbing their feelings, their emotions, their pain, and it can be a lot for you. And so you're an empath, you're an intuitive, you're an open heart. You know, I feel this can be especially hard if you're male, to be an empath, because it just can be very confusing. So what I'm seeing for you is that you can use this gift to help coach people, to help counsel people. You're a very wise counselor. You have wisdom beyond your years. You came down here with divine knowledge to share with other people. I'm only in my 20s, and I'm like counseling and coaching people who are in their 50s. Like, I'm, you know, coaching people who are a lot older than me, and I know I have knowledge like that's just from many lives, and I brought it with me, and I think a lot of people have. And for you, it's like you have this wisdom, and you've gained this wisdom through your experience in this lifetime for sure, but you have to realize, like, you've been many places. Your soul is infinite. Like, trust in yourself, and you have this wisdom and this knowledge that you want to bring forth. So what's your next step? They're saying start delegating. It's time to tap into these gifts by using your creative energy. So it's time to start writing a page a day. It's time to actually go to the art supply shop and get some supplies. It's time to really think about how do you want to express yourself, because your soul is longing to express itself. And we're not thinking about like what's logical. I need to go to work, and I need to, you know, make food, and I need to go to bed, and like then I'll watch TV and like that. Get out of that whole thing and start thinking about, you know, your infinite consciousness, and like expressing yourself, and like joining life, and joining the celebration that we're here for. that kind of takes it to a whole new level for you, doesn't it? So, hope. Let's find a message of hope. They're saying you're a channel for divine healing power. You're probably a healer like me. Anyone else who starts off a little awkward in life with a lot of trauma and, you know, feeling kind of isolated, confused, and like, you know, you can feel other people's emotions. You're really sensitive. Like, you're going to be a healer. You're going to be a counselor. You're going to be an artist. You're going to be using your gifts to help others. And your wound, the wound is your teacher. And so, I'm seeing, like, don't hesitate. Believe and trust that you are a channel for divine healing power. And I'm feeling called to read this message to you. Sorry if it sounds like I'm going off on you, by the way. I'm just, like, really into this reading, and I really believe in you, and I feel like you and I are a lot alike. And I don't feel like you're lost at all on your path, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and I think you're right about to have a big breakthrough, and I can feel it, and I'm super excited for you. So, this says, commanding power is not the same as demanding it. Demanding comes from a childlike place akin to a tantrum, based upon the fear that it might be withheld. Commanding is based upon the sure and steady knowledge that you are a part of the Great Spirit's grace and wisdom. You're a lightning rod that can conduct power. Simply connect to the power through unyielding clarity of your thought process. Don't waver for a moment in your sure and steady decision to be a conduit of the power that already resides within you. Connect to the even bigger source and allow it to amplify your natural power. In this way, you're a steady connector of the infinite, from the infinite and to the infinite. In other words, it's all spirit, around you, through you, and to whomever you're healing. It's beautiful. So your overall message is all about the throat chakra. You know, maybe you can do some throat chakra meditations. They might help you. It's all about opening yourself up right now and expressing your truth, finding yourself, and recognizing that you're clairvoyant. Like, you have these spiritual gifts, and they're for a reason. You're probably supposed to be helping others and making art. And, you know, to accept this transition in your life and be ready to be yourself and become authentic. And basically be ready to have fun. Join the dance of life. Express yourself. Get connected. Have fun. We're all rooting for you. Peace out.